بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم الحمد لله رب العالمين والصلاة والسلام على أشرف المرسلين وعلى آله وصحبه أجمعين أما بعد. So this is the book Qaida Nooraniyyah, where we learn the basics of reciting Quran and Tajweed. In the first lesson, الدرس الأول is called حروف الهجاء المفردة, where we learn the letters of the Arabic language. First thing we need to know that there are 28 letters in the Arabic language, and the three main makharij, or the exit place of these letters, are tongue, throat and lips. So the letters, they come from either tongue or throat or lips. The first letter we have is alif. Alif. The name of the letter is alif. However, the sound is either a, e, u. So from that we can understand that alif is a throat letter. Then the second letter is ba. Ba. And ba is pronounced with our lips. So it's a letter that comes from the makhraj is lips. Third letter is ta. Ta. And when you pronounce ta, we can see that we need to use the tongue to pronounce it. So this is a letter that comes from the makhraj is the tongue. The next letter is tha. Tha. So this letter, when you want to pronounce it properly, tha, your tongue needs to come outside of your mouth and it has to touch the bottom of your upper teeth. The tongue comes in contact and touches the bottom of your upper teeth, and you'll feel a wind coming out when you say it. So it's pronounced tha, tha. To make it easy, we can try to say like S-A, like sa. This is a sound that many people know, sa. Try saying this with the tongue outside. So you'll get the correct way to pronounce this one, tha, tha. And this also is a tongue letter, because we're using our tongue primary to pronounce this letter. Then the next one is Jeem. This letter is Jeem. And Jeem is also a tongue letter. And you need to put the tongue to the middle of to the upper part of your mouth, or your upper palate. Jeem, Jeem. So similar to when you pronounce J in English. So the first line we have alif, ba, ta, tha, and Jeem. Coming to the next line, we have ha. Ha. And ha is a throat letter, and it comes from the middle of our throat specifically, because the throat is divided into three. You have your upper throat, middle throat, and the bottom one. So this is the middle throat, ha. Now, the letters that we've seen so far, alif to ha, alif, ba, ta, tha, jeem, ha. Now these letters are called as the light letters. So the letters are further divided into light and heavy letters. So we said that letters are 28. There are 28 Arabic alphabets. So from those 28, most of them, majority is light, and 8 of them are going to be heavy letters. And the first heavy letter we're going to see now is kha. This is the next letter, kha. And that's a throat letter, and it comes specifically from the upper part of the throat. So as we said, ha is from the middle throat, kha is from the upper part. Now this is a heavy letter, and that's why we pronounce it as a kha. Kha. We don't say kha. We say kha. So that's the first heavy letter. So there are 8 heavy letters, and this is the first one. Then the next letter is dal. Dal, and that's a tongue letter. Dal. And the next one is dal. Dal. And this dal, just like how we did with tha over here, we need to bring the tongue outside and make it contact with the upper teeth, like the bottom of your upper teeth. So it's pronounced similar to dal, but when you say dal, the tongue is inside, like you don't bring the tongue outside. As for dal, we bring the tongue outside and touch it with the bottom of the upper teeth. So dal. So when you pronounce them both, dal, 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 dal. Now a common mistake when it comes to dal is many people pronounce this as zal, and that's completely wrong. We don't pronounce as zal. because we have another letter over here, and that is za. So this one is similar to z. As for this one, this is not zal, it's val, val. So we need to make sure that the tongue touches the bottom side of the upper teeth. Dal, val. This is the second heavy letter, and we pronounce it as ra, ra. So we don't say ra, we say ra, heavy, ra. So this line we have ha, kha, dal, val, ra. Jamil. Now we move to the third line. This, as we were saying before, this is za, just like z in English, za. Now this one over here, this is seen, seen. Right, just similar to s in English, seen. So name of the letter is seen, and the sound, as we put the vowels, it becomes sa, si, su. Then the next one is sheen, sheen, like sh, ash, sh. This sound that we make sh. When we want someone to keep quiet, we say sh. So that's the sound for this one, sheen. Both seen and sheen are tongue letters, and they are light letters. Just like za. Za is also light. Then comes two heavy letters. We have here two heavy letters. This is sod and dod. Sod, dod. Now when it comes to sod, it's similar to seen, like it's like s, but it's heavy. And the name of the letter is sod. When we put vowels, it becomes sa, si, su. Right? Sa, si, su. And make sure not to pronounce it as swad, and do not put a W sound to it, as many people do. That's not the correct way to say. It's sod. Then this one is dod, dod. And this is, you can say it's similar to dal, but this is a more of a heavy letter. Also, when you pronounce dod, the side of your tongue is touching the side of your teeth as well, especially the left side. Okay, so we're not getting much into the details of makhraj, but just in a general rule, dod is pronounced similar to dal. Also, it's heavy, plus your side of the tongue is touching the side of the teeth. So this line we have za, seen, sheen, sod, and dod. Next line, this is to, to, and this is similar to ta, but a heavy sound, to. As for this one, this is the, and this is another letter where you pronounce with the tip of the tongue against your upper teeth, the bottom of your upper teeth, similar to tha and the. And this letter is very much similar to dal. It's pronounced similar to dal, but heavy, the. So these two we say to and the, to, the. This one is ayn, ayn, and this is coming from the middle of your throat, similar to the place where we did ha, right? Similar to the place we did ha, ayn, ayn. So you feel a pressure in the middle of your throat. Now, when you put vowels, it'll become a, I, u, like this, and it's like saying a, I, u, but you need to put the emphasis on the middle of the throat. A, ayn. This letter over here is called ghayn, ghayn. Now, this one is from the upper throat, similar to where kha comes from. This is also upper throat, but this one, kha is like a dry sound. So ghayn is like a wet sound. Ghayn. Ghayn. Now, similar to how the sound that we hear when people gargle, like this sound. And you should make sure to not confuse it with G, like goin. Some people pronounce it as goin, like no, there's no G in Arabic. So this is ghayn, ghayn. Make sure it's coming from the upper throat. And then we have fa, like it is similar to F, very simple. So this line we have ta, dha, ayn, ghayn, and fa. Moving to the second last line, this is qaf, qaf, and this is the last heavy letter. And qaf is actually a tongue letter, like it's pronounced with the tongue, but it's exactly at the end of the tongue and where the throat meets. So just at the tip of the throat, at the above part of the throat, and then where the tongue ends, that's where we pronounce qaf, qaf. And the next is kaf. Kaf is just above qaf, kaf. This is similar to normal K in English. Then we have lam, like L, lam. And so the rest of these letters are all light. Qaf was the last heavy letter. And lam, meme, like M in English. And noon, like N, noon. So like kaf, lam, meme, noon, we can say like K, L, M, N. Like in English, it's same order. Kaf, lam, meme, noon, very simple. So qaf, this line is qaf, kaf, lam, meme, and noon. Finally, the last line, we have wow. Wow, this letter is called wow. And this one is ha. Ha. Now, someone might wonder what's the difference between this ha and this one over here. This is ha and this is ha. This one is similar to what we have in English, like when you say horse, home, house. It's a normal ha. And this is, so that means it's pronounced from the bottom of your throat. As for this one, this is ha, from the middle of your throat. So that's a difference. When we want to differentiate between ha and ha, we say that this is from the middle of the throat and this from the bottom. Then we have hamza. Hamza is a letter that is similar to, we can say, alif. But yeah, there is a difference between the way alif and hamza is pronounced. But they are very similar. Very similar, hamza. And then we have ya. This is ya, like Y in English. And this is also ya, same as this is a different way of writing ya. Now, generally when we write alphabets, there is a small change, like ha comes before waw. So general alphabets we see like kaf, lam, mim, noon, ha, waw, ya. And also the hamza wouldn't be there here. So the author here has added hamza here and he's added an extra ya here, and also he's changed the order from he's put waw before ha. So that's something we need to see when we see the general alphabets. So now let's just see how the letters we'll read from the beginning. Alif, ba, ta, tha, jim, ha, kha, dal, dhal, ra, za, sin, shin, sad, ضاد طاء ظاء عين غين فاء قاف كاف لام ميم نون واو ha, hamza, ya, and ya.